Rise and shine, it's a brand new day. Cannon can take the stage, ready to play. Weekdays at 10, the cars and the scene. Coffee in hand, they're living the dream. Aggression in the voice, got the whole town awake. Bringing fire to the mic, make no mistake. Shows in the corner, spitting out facts. Dropping truth bombs, ain't holding back. Cannon in the morning, feel the heat. From 10 a.m. CST, can take a seat. Live that loud, that break in the mind. Cannon the bold. Light up your speakers, crank up the sound. They're talking about life upside down. Opinions exploding like a sonic blast. In the studio, they're built to last. With passion and grit, they engage and ignite. Every single week, they're a force can't fight. From sports to politics.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Ken and Joe in the morning. What's up, buddy?
Bro, you're right. It is 420. Like, in my younger days, I would have known this was coming months ago, and I would have had big plans.
Well, happy 420 holiday for everybody that either chooses to partake or is able to.
Yeah.
What's up there, broski?
Ken, Joe. Good morning, fellas.
Hey, what's broski? That was some high-level trolling you were doing yesterday on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I consider Dorn's entire existence trolling. So, like I said, I just got to keep my hose in check every once in a while, man. You gotta jump in and just hit people with facts, you know.
Hey, I go to the school of fucking John Dorn trolling, man. That is my Obi-Wan, motherfucker.
Well, then what's that make me? Because I run a couple of universities myself.
Chancellor Palpatine.
hey,
I was gonna say, I think that fits perfectly for a broski.
Well, I think Joe owes me a couple over from the last few weeks anyway. So Joe's always in good graces in my book.
Yeah, dude. Like, why wouldn't you want to be, Chancellor Palpatine becomes the Emperor. He's a beast.
We've got an Eric. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you, Ken?
Oh, pretty good. Fucking, we got ourselves a draft coming up. Today's 420. How can we have anybody time?
And we got a JB.
420. I know you love it.
Yeah, we're having a party today.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Happy 420.
Why? You know, that sounds like a hell of a thing to go with. You know, I think we might just have to start today already.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. So now that we're all here, Eric, what do you think about Dexter Lawrence getting traded from the Giants to the Bengals for the number 10 pick?
I just think it was a horrible trade for the Bengals. I mean, how can you even allow that? I'm like, they think they won this trade too. It's like, are y'all that naive? But,
they really are.
Yep.
They really are.
But the Giants, though, you know, that's just a move.
They needed a solid defensive tackle to help versus the run, because the run has been killing that defense for years. Ever since they lost Reeder, they have slowly dropped every year, worse and worse versus the run.
No, you're right, JB. They do need it, but here's why. I'll give you at least my take on why it's a bad trade for them. Dexter Lawrence is scheduled to make $27.5 million this year, and they just gave him a new deal, coming off a half a sack season. And looking at that Bengals defense, one defensive tackle that you're paying $27.5 million for is not fixing that defense, dude. Like,
no, but it's going to help in the run defense. Is all I'm getting at.
No, I know. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It takes away the chance at someone like Francis Mauagawa to shore up their offensive line. Now that makes sense that the Giants could go Jeremiah Love at 5 if nobody takes him by then, and there's a chance that may happen. And then at 10.
Well, let Broski add his 2 cents if you don't mind. I think the trade makes sense for both teams, to tell you the truth. I really do. From the Bengals perspective, it's like, that's how you begin to build your defense. You should start with your interior defensive line. And yes, Lawrence did have a down year last year. They're obviously assuming that, like, hey, he really wasn't injured. He just had a bad year. He wasn't motivated. Maybe that'll change. You know what I mean? And then, holy wind tunnel, Batman. But yeah, I mean, what the Bengals are also saying is there's not a player at 10 they can get in this draft they feel is better than Dexter Lawrence. So, I understand it, and I don't think John Harbaugh is dumb enough to draft skinny legs Jeremiah Love. I think there's a chance the Giants double down on O-line with both their picks.
See, I've been hearing people refer to him as like a young Adrian Peterson.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's definitely not that. He never had a good game against a good team. He doesn't run between the tackles. He's got the skinniest legs of any top-rated running back I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I don't like him at all.
What's up there, John Dorn?
But Broski also didn't like Genty last year. Well, still doesn't like Genty.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Genty at least is built thick. Like you know what I mean? Jeremiah Love's built like a water mite.
Well, I mean, if you were Burrow, once you want out of there, I mean, he needs an offensive lineman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I'm Burrow, I'm fucking pissed. Like, yes, okay, you got us some defensive help. Great. Now, how is that going to help me not getting punched in the face 25 times a fucking game?
Especially with all the people that are going to be playing against him. His former teammate, Trey Hendrickson.
Because he's going to be coming with his fucking hair on fire for him.
So he's got Trey Hendrickson with the Ravens. He's got TJ Watt with the Steelers, and he's got Myles Garrett with the Browns. There's 20 sacks right there in the season, playing them twice.
Oh,
and let's look at it like this, too. Let's look at it like this, too. Like, Dexter Lawrence is younger than Hendrickson by like three years. So,
yes, he is.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Wait. Hold on, Eric. I gotta say, I like the new fucking look because you aged like fucking 5-10 years in the couple of months you haven't been on. Holy shit!
Especially with the glasses. I mean,
that's what happens to you when you're a Giants fan.
But the Bengals overpaid draft pick wise. I think they'd have been more suited to go second round and then throw in like a third and a fifth to equal the same amount of points in this trade, because that's what it equals out to. A first rounder points wise is the same as a second, third, and fifth combined. And that would have been a better trade for them, because then they still could have went O-line at 10.
But instead they decided to show Joe Burrow exactly how much he means to their franchise.
Imagine if the Giants do this instead. What if they go Mawagawa at 5 and Vega Ione at 10?
Then they're building a formidable offensive line.
That's what CJB. That's what I think Harbaugh is going to do. I think one of the picks is going to be Vega, and I think the other one's going to be an offensive tackle. I really do.
And if they pick at 5, they can get the best offensive tackle.
And you can still get a really good nose tackle in the second round. If you're not going to get Dexter Lawrence, but you can still get a really good nose tackle in the second round.
You're not going to get Peter Woods or Caden McDonald, but the talent drop off goes to a flat line all the way from the 2nd through 7th on how these tackles measure up. You'll get solid players that can play 3 to 5 years in the NFL.
There's also
I disagree. I mean, I think Kristen Miller is the best nose tackle in the draft, and I think Dominic Orange is the second best. McDonald, third best, but I think all three are going to be legit. And I think all three there's a chance are going to fall they're going to be available in the second round. I think Peter Woods is an absolute bust. I think he's a waste of time. He's too small to be a nose tackle, and he's not really a true, whatever you want to call it, 3-tech either. So it's just like, well, what is he really? To me, he's just a dumb mashed potato head from Clemson. He's a tater.
See, I've been hearing that nose tackle, you could get viable ones all the way into the 3rd round this year.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys. There's the kid
from the 4th or 5th. Look at Dante Corleone.
This is a very unusual draft where the best defensive tackles are nose tackles this year.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
really kind of crazy. But I like
Caleb
it.
Banks. Caleb Banks, dude. And nobody's mentioned Caleb Banks because of the foot injury, but like his tape pops, bro. Like
it may
his
pop.
tape pops.
His freshman year, he blew out his ACL in the spring game. So he had that injury plus the foot on the same leg. So that injury history is why no one's talking about Caleb Banks. What have we said about injuries in college? Injured in college, injured in pro.
And plus, he's too tall. Like, it's very rare. I'm not saying that. I mean, there's always exceptions. You always have like your Richard Seymours of the world, right? Not very often, though. But like a 6'6" defensive tackle, holy shit. I mean, leverage is not there for them. I'd rather have like Big Citrus, Dominic Orange, a guy who's 6'2", 330 with long arms, who's got that leverage, is broad, he gets under people. You know,
yeah, believe me, I would love to have him on Green Bay with us switching to the 3-4. Shit.
And the other one who is a true 4-man front defensive tackle, Joseph already mentioned. He's 6'1" and 320 with long arms, Dante Coleone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my personal favorite this draft is Krista Miller from Georgia. That guy he's a stud nose tackle, just waiting for a team to draft him. Whoever drafts that kid hit a home run.
So that's why I focused most of my defensive tackle work, because we do need depth with the loss of the bump on the log last year of Reeder. Because I swear to God, the reason I don't know why they kept him in the starting lineup and sat Talik Williams. All you got to do is look at our first 8 games. When Talik Williams was starting next to Reeder, the teams were only averaging 2.7 yards per carry. As soon as he left, when McNeil got healthy and they left Reeder in, we went to 4.3 yards per carry against us. That's a huge disparity.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, isn't it kind of addition by subtraction then?
Yes.
Like just getting rid of Reeder is like addition by subtraction.
And it hurts to lose Lopez, but he wanted more money than we were willing to pay a DT3, and it makes sense business-wise. It hurt with the production he gave us as a part-time player, because he still would have been the same part-time player making plays. He went back to Arizona and got paid. Yeah.
I think the Raiders are going to go DT in the second round as well at 36. Like they're switching to a 3-4, a base 3-4. 90% of the time you're in nickel anyway. They're switching to a base 3-4, and so they need a nose. And I don't know, like I didn't think about the 6'6" factor that Broski just brought up, but Caleb Banks' tape pops to me, and if I don't know, I feel like he might be worth the risk in the second round.
But he couldn't run at the combine. He couldn't run at his pro day. That's what's hurting.
Yeah, because he hurt his foot. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's very similar to the guy the Bears have, Gerv Dexter, another 6'6" D tackle from Florida, who I can't wait until he's not on the team any longer, because he just gets swept out of the way on runs. Like, I mean, he looks like a freaking orc or something from Lord of the Rings, bro. The dude's a fucking monster, but like he's easily moved just because of the leverage factor. I mean, you can just get under him and move him out of the way.
Yeah. But in college, at least, Caleb Banks wasn't getting moved out of the way. He was eating double teams for breakfast.
Either was Dexter in college, but it's the difference between college and the NFL.
That's true.
You know,
same school too.
Offensive linemen, by the time they hit year 3, are 20% stronger than they were in college.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to remember that too. Yeah. The Raiders like those injuries. So does San Francisco. So does Detroit. Hell, so does the Packers.
Speaking of fucking San Francisco there, and I was going to say, I see you didn't. Oh, did you say Detroit?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I was going to say, your fucking GM's got a fetish for them. But speaking of the 49ers there, did you see they re-signed the Silverback?
Yes, Trent Williams is back.
Uh-huh.
$2 year, $50 million, right? If you think about it, it makes sense. No, picked him up in free agency. Great re-signing because he's still young enough to make a difference. He was still a Pro Bowler last year, damn near an All-Pro. So, and he has been an All-Pro in his career. So it's a great signing for them. And it's something we all said when we heard he was going to be a free agent. I bet you he goes back to San Francisco just before the draft. if he does not get signed by another team.
Mhm.
Dude, I really hate to
me,
admit it, but go ahead, Ken. My bad.
I was gonna say it doesn't surprise me that he went back, but I was really hoping that he was going to go to another team for the whole reason of this guy. Pretty much his entire career has been the consensus #1 left tackle in the league, and we're going to let San Francisco keep this guy. Nobody thought to say that, hey, they got issues going on with him. Let's go grab him just so they can't have him. And adding the best fucking left tackle in the league's never going to hurt your team. Nah.
Yeah, you're paying under $30 million a year for a fucking top-notch left tackle. Like, and I hate to admit it, but the way the 49ers are running their franchise since Lynch came in, it's incredible. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, it's just great. And then you got the Rams and the Seahawks. I mean, you want to talk about franchises that know how to like run shit now? Wow, all three of them do.
Mm-hmm. And they all approach it completely different ways too.
Yep.
Those
picks. John Lynch hoard picks like he's
well with the way I was gonna say with the way he fucking hits on him, I'd fucking hoard him too. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, his depth players played almost as good as his starters. And that is why they're able to be consistent. Because we all said last year when their injury report came out and it came in.
Oh yeah, I thought they were cooked.
Yeah, we said the same thing on that preview show. They had 11 players injured just in the offseason.
Hey, and you know who I'll actually give credit for calling some of that? Shout out John Dorn, because he actually did say last before the season he thought that the 49ers could be a real sleeper team, and he was right about that.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, because when he said that, I fucking looked at him like, "There's no way you fucking believe that." They've fallen off, but hey,
it's a fact though. That, like some of
he hits the dartboard.
Yeah, there's a good portion of the 49ers backups could be starters on some other teams, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're not even like their system guys, like with Green Bay. How they'll play great in Green Bay but suck elsewhere. It's these guys, you could plug them into any system damn near, and it seems like they're taking off.
See, you had to go and say that. And like, we just got Quay Walker, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, I hope he's not one of those Green Bay system guys, like he only plays well in Green Bay.
Yeah, no, I think Quay's going to be real good for you.
I hope so, man. I'm more excited about
that. He's going to be the general of that defense. He will make sure everybody is where they are supposed to be.
I'm more excited about the Nakobe Dean signing personally. Like, I think Nakobe Dean is an awesome linebacker, dude. Like, I wanted him coming out of Georgia, and the Eagles got him, and I was like, but so to have him now, like, and he's still like, I mean, he's still, I think he's either still on his rookie contract or he just got his second contract.
No, he's on his last year. He'll get his second contract with you. The thing about Nakobe Dean that hurt his development with Billy, and he still had it, was missing half the year the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, what else do you think?
I don't know. What did Dorn say?
Hey, and what did I say prior to the season? And Broski said maybe. I was the only one that had Detroit sweeping the Bears.
Yeah. Because I figured you guys were going to split.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to start that up now, JB? you want to get it going?
Hey, wait! I said everybody else, but we will sweep the Bears, is what I said.
Yeah. Well, that last win of the year was the Super Bowl for the Lions and a nothing game for the Bears. So go hang your hat on that, buddy. Last time I checked, the Lions were on the outside looking in, and the Bears were like, "Okay, we're locked in. Fuck it, doesn't matter." But
you still played your starters the entire game.
Shout out Brian Flores' defense. Fucking ended the fucking Lions playoff chances last year. shout out Brosmer.
Oh shit!
Shout out Goff and his 5 turnovers.
Oh.
Fucking chicken leg Goff. I don't think he ever lifted a weight in his life. That guy. he's like plastic, man, but not strong.
All right, come on, leave Malibu's Most Wanted alone. But yeah, what do you think the Steelers do, since Yinzer brought it up about now him wanting them to move on from Rodgers? Do you think that they're going to draft the quarterback here, or do you think they're going to wait on Rodgers?
They've brought in a few day 2 and day 3 guys that are going to be available in the QB room. One of them being Drew Aller for Penn State, but I think that'll work out just as good as Kenny Pickett and Pickett.
Yeah, I agree.
Awful.
So, I'm a Penn State guy.
I think they
Sorry, go ahead, finish.
I think they could pick any one of those day 3 guys other than Allard and Pavia and be better.
Maybe
I
Carson
wouldn't say
Beck.
Pavia. I definitely want to say him, but I think it's the same shit, like just different flavor. Like Aller and Pavia both have really limited the chance of being good in the NFL. But the Steelers will be
Carson
interesting.
Beck?
Who, lazy eyes? Lazy eyes?
He played pretty good at Miami last year.
Yeah, while you're looking at the receiver and the coach at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
he was at Georgia.
That sounds like a very
Go,
unfair
JB.
advantage to me. He can sit here and listen and read the fucking coach's lips and tell him know where to fucking go, and then he can just fucking go there. Doesn't have to move his head.
No,
He's like
even
a
more than
fraud.
that.
He's like a
Even more than
fraud.
that, I bet it makes him super fast at his progressions too. He can see his number 1 and his number 3 at the same time.
Exactly.
Shit, I was gonna say you might be hating on the guy, but he might become the best quarterback ever.
Oh, shit. He's got X-ray vision as well. Not that matters, but he has X-ray vision.
The problem is his decision making doesn't see defense. All it sees is receivers.
Yeah. So, hey, why you guys are all here? Like, what do you guys think about Fernando Mendoza? Do you think he's worthy of the number 1 overall pick?
Out of this draft class, probably. Think about it. They've talked about how down this draft class is way prior to Dante Moore going back to college. They said there's only, and when Dante Moore was supposedly declaring for the draft, they said there's only 2 first-round quarterbacks in this draft. They weren't even including Ty Simpson. As soon as Dante Moore went back, they said, well, no, Ty Simpson's the second best quarterback in the draft. And I said, they bumped their goddamn head.
Yeah, I'm a huge draft guy. Like, NFL draft is my absolute favorite sporting event. It's been that way for almost 3 decades for me. I love it. I love each draft for their own personalities, but if you want to look at it, and Joe, I'm going to say this again. I said Mendoza equals Tyler Shuck equals Will Howard. I think they're all 3 the same quarterback. Will Howard went in the 5th or 6th round. Shuck went in the 2nd. Mendoza's going to be the 1st overall pick. I mean, each year it's just a different rating system. There's different strengths and weaknesses for each position. This draft class, quarterback and running back, I don't know if I've ever seen a class so weak at quarterback and running back. It's a really good, in my opinion, it's a really good draft class for offensive tackles and cornerbacks. And it's a solid, very tackles. Nose tackles, specifically nose tackles. Yes, nose tackles. This might be one of the best nose tackle classes, maybe the best I've ever seen, to tell you the truth.
And I also think it's kind of a weak wide receiver class.
But,
very weak wide receiver class.
Before we move on, Eric, what are your takes on Mendoza, since I know you're into college?
Oh yeah. Well, he's in my conference, so yeah, I know a lot about that guy. So yeah, he's a tremendous athlete. Got a great arm on him. I think he's worthy of the number 1 pick. I mean, who else is kind of like you said, weak quarterback class. So probably the best one.
I think he was the only quarterback that was using his 4th and 5th reads in college this year in our conference of the Big Ten. Nobody else did it. He was making reads at elite level coming out of college. And that's why I say he might be really good in the pros. And I would, if I was the Raiders, unless somebody offers me 3 first-round picks in 2 seconds, I'm picking him at 1.
Yeah, and he could move. He could move as well. So it's not like he just has a good arm and he's a statue. The guy can move. He's got what it takes to be a legit franchise quarterback. Now, whether he becomes elite, like top 5 or, top 8 or something, like, I don't know. But, dude, if I'm the Raiders, I don't see how they don't take him. number one overall.
I was going to say, we've seen multiple times, as long as you have a good quarterback, you can go out and win a Super Bowl. He doesn't have to be one of these elite top 5, top 10 guys. As long as he's good and he ain't screwing you over and you build a real team, you can still get this shit done.
Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer jumped the mine as soon as you say
Yeah,
no, hold on. I said good quarterbacks.
Eli Manning.
Whoa.
There you go. There you go. That's the fucking Rainer.
And you're addressing Super Bowl winning quarterback Trent Dilfer. Like, let's not disrespect the guy.
Yeah, people used to disrespect Flacco like that too, and then look what happened.
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
He deserves that Super Bowl and won that about as much as the janitor that they give the Super Bowl ring to too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's face it, John Elway's second Super Bowl ring, he deserves that way less than Terrell Davis.
Yeah, it is. But still.
But
yeah, it's going to be an interesting draft.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be an interesting draft this year. Like, I think you're going to see a lot of trades.
That's what
first round.
That's what I'm expecting. I think we're going to get a bit of a crazy first round with the trades.
Because of what's going on with the Giants, it kind of screws the whole draft board up if they go 2 offensive linemen, whether it's a guard and a tackle or 2 tackles or whatever. It's why I'm hearing rumors now that we're trying to move up to 13 to ensure that we get somebody like Spencer Fanu.
You know, I think this class is so deep at tackle that I hear what you're saying on that, JB, and it's not a bad take. But my opinion, dude, you could get a starting tackle in the second round this year. That's how deep I think it is.
I know. I think tackle and guard are the 2 deepest positions on the O-line in this draft. I think center is deep, and that's just because somebody's going to fuck up and reach for Connor losing their dad.
Yeah, to expand on what I said earlier, like JB, I totally agree with you. Like, it's a great draft for guards. It's a fucking superior draft for O tackles. Great draft for guards. And a lot of experts are like, "Oh, it's a bad draft for centers." No, it's not. Like, I'm not saying maybe it's an elite draft for centers, but when is it ever an elite draft for centers? I think this draft is as good as any draft we've had for centers.
What's up, Rob?
What's up, guys?
Wow.
Is that Rob?
What's up, Rob?
What fuckery's going on in here today?
all the fuckery.
But out of Lions camp, before I go live here in a half hour, I wanted to announce that Sheila Ford Hamp made the announcement next to Chris Spielman over the weekend that Lions great Hall of Fame wide receiver Calvin Megatron Johnson is making the first pick for the Lions.
Oh, nice.
I thought you were going to say she's having a boy.
You mean he's having a boy? I'm just kidding.
My daughter's having a boy. I'm going to be a grandpa again.
You
Congratulations.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Hey, so out of all the projected first round picks this year, like, give me like 2 or 3 players that you think are going to actually be impact players on the teams that they go to. Like, give me your 3 locks for the first round this year.
Well, Fernando Mendoza at 1, no matter who picks him, whether it's the Raiders or they get that super trade to give up the 1 pick. I think Francis Mauagawa is going to be one of the best right tackles in the NFL coming in. He's got that type of grade for him. And other than that whatever quarterback gets picked in the first round other than Fernando Mendoza will be a bust.
Wow. So JB, one of JB's locks is there's going to be a quarterback bust. Ty Simpson is going to bust wherever he goes, basically.
He's going to bust worse than Akili Smith.
So you're saying the only quarterback worthy is Mendoza?
He's the only first-round quarterback worthy in this draft, yes.
Wow.
100%.
Hey, Rob,
100%.
since you weren't here earlier, happy 420, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I love it.
Yeah, it's 420.
Why do you think Rob's camera is off? He's got the bong there. Like,
Well, I just finished. Like I just finished eating breakfast, man. I'm like, I got a pattern. I got a routine, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rob's laying down on the couch like doing his stream. That's you know what I mean. But after he said that, he's definitely laying down on the couch doing his stream.
I'm lay down when I stream. I sit up. I at least sit up for the stream.
Rob, your breakfast is the first bowl before you get out of bed.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Wake and bake.
Oh man, wake and bakes were the best, dude. It never hits harder than that first bowl when you just roll out of bed. Never hits harder.
I smoke bombs
Baking
anyway.
is always good when you're baking.
All right, so what about you, Ken? Your 3 locks for the first round this year.
My personal 3 locks are going to be during this draft. You're going to see a Ken get completely hammered and host a draft show.
That's right.
You're going to see.
Oh, really?
You're going to see me fucking laugh my ass off at a bunch of different picks for no apparent reason other than I'm hammered. And then 3, I'm not going to really give too much of a shit about the first round because we can't fuck this one up. So it's already a win in my mind.
You forgot the most important lock. We got Micah Parsons for the first pick, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go.
We got Micah Parsons, so
That's why you don't give a shit about the first round.
That's right. We don't give a shit about the first round. That's exactly right.
You gonna let him get away with that, Eric? He said you smoke Bammer.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey.
Congratulations to 2 top 10 picks. Wait until after year 5 when you got to pay them real money if they pan out.
Yeah. That's a good problem to have, though.
Oh yeah.
It
So
is.
what about you, Eric? What about you for like your 3 locks? You have players, or do is it like Ken where you're just like, I don't give a shit?
Nah. See, mine is different. I got, of course, Mendoza. Number 2, I like David Bailey, that edge rush from Texas Tech. And my sleeper, my 3rd pick, nobody's talking about, is that Delaney kid from LSU. Watch out for him. He's a good cornerback.
Yeah.
And where's he going to go? The
I
first
agree.
round, second round?
Yeah.
Where's he going?
Yeah, he's one of the 3 that could get a first round pick.
I like
I feel
that
he's
call,
gonna be
Eric.
first.
He's
I like
projected
that call
to go
for
in
cornerback.
the early, like right after the top 10, like somewhere between 10 and 16. Mansour Delane, he's probably the best corner in the draft, and he's a beast.
You know who should take him? The Chiefs.
I would love for us to take him, but I don't see
Chiefs
that
should take
happening.
him. Look who they got rid of this year. They got rid of CB1, CB2, safety 2.
Mm-hmm.
They need him worse than any other team at the beginning of the first round.
Chiefs are rebuilding.
If they took him at 9, I wouldn't be upset with them. Or if they traded back and took him a little later.
Well, shit. They're doing the rebuild right now at the perfect time because
Right.
you got Mahomes injured for most of the year, pretty much. So you're gonna assume roughly that their draft pick's gonna be kind of sucky. Well, the draft pick will be good. That they'll be kind of sucky this year.
And after the first round ones, there's 3 first rounders supposedly at cornerback in this draft, and the talent drop off is huge, but it flatlines all the way to the end of the draft at corner. They're just guys that'll be solid starters, whether they're nickel, dime, or CB2. There's no CB1s after the first 3 that are projected in this draft.
Yeah, I highly disagree with that. I think you can get CB1s in the 3rd round in this draft. Who do you consider to be the top cornerbacks?
Well, there's Mansour. I got to look at my list again. Give me a second.
Yeah, because I don't like the Tennessee kids. I don't. You might as well punt both of them for me. Like I'm not too high on them.
I don't like Colton Hood. I think he should be.
I don't like either one. I like that Brandon Cisse kid out of South Carolina. And by the way, he's still 20 years old. Like he's turning 21, I think, like in July. And he's my number 2 corner in this whole draft. He's gonna be so fucking good, man. Whoever drafts that kid, congrats. Especially if he slips to the 2nd round, which would be insane. But you got guys
I've actually seen him projected. I've actually seen him projected in the 2nd round around pick 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever, if that's where he ends up going, I mean, that's a hell of a pick for whoever picks him.
You know who I kind of like in the later rounds is Hezekiah Masses from California.
And because
I think he actually.
the 2 kids out of Washington, Takario Davis.
Yeah. in the later rounds.
Dreisaitl, both of them.
I like if you want some guys, you could. Yeah, like second or third round guys. Malik Muhammad from Texas, really like that kid. That kid to me is like he could be a third round pick that comes in and starts for you as a second or third rounder. And actually a non-Big Ten, non-SEC guy I like. One of the two players on defense who are non-SEC, non-Big Ten in this draft that I like. Chris Johnson, the cornerback from San Diego State. Really good. And then the nose tackle I already mentioned, Big Citrus, Dominic Orange from Iowa State. Those are the two non Big Ten SEC guys I like in this draft. Dominic Orange, aka Big Citrus, played at Iowa State in the Big 12.
What about you, bro?
I like Brandon Sessi, too.
Yeah. What are your three locks for the first round this year, Broski?
As far as who's going to have a good impact as a rookie, or just in general, like will be good.
Like who do you think are if they're, I won't say can't miss prospects, but most likely to succeed? You know, not just their rookie year, but most likely to turn into good players in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Vega Ione, the guard from Penn State. I really like Mansour Delane from LSU. I really like Brandon Cisse from South Carolina. I really like Caden Proctor from Alabama. I like Dylan Thieneman from Oregon, the safety. I also like, and I don't know if he'll go in the first or second round, but if you need a box safety, that Emmanuel McNeil Warren kid's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Kristen Miller, Dominic Orange. Caden McDaniels should be good, but I actually like Miller and Orange a little bit better. If you need a nose tackle, those three are going to be studs. I mean, and it's such a sleeper tight end draft. It's insane. Like, I'm curious to see where guys like Oscar Delp and Jack Endries go, because they could be like third or fourth round picks from what I'm hearing. And I'm like, dude, they could end up being tight end ones, not necessarily as a rookie, but year 2, year 3. Like, maybe they can as a rookie. Like, I don't know, because these guys, they can do everything, and they're like freak athletes, and they're 6'5", and you know what I mean? Like, they could be real steals.
You know, it's weird hearing people say most of these corners are slow, because if you look at them, a lot of them fell between the 4.35 and the 4.49 range, which is average speed in the NFL. It's very rare you have 4.2 speed guys at corner. We've just been blessed in the last 15 years.
I don't even think Eric could run 4.2. Fuck.
No, Eric could. He could also dunk. He could also do a 360 from the foul line.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, I don't think I could run 5.2.
Shit.
I don't either, bro. I'm just saying. Even in my best days, I don't think I could do that.
In my best days, I ran 5.2. Like in high school, I ran a 5.27 in high school, and at 250 pounds. So that was like, that's the best I could do.
I was gonna say I can run a 4.2, but it's 4.2 days.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of go against the grain here. Like, for my 3 locks, like, I'm not gonna pick Mendoza as one of my locks. I think he has all the tools, but I don't want to like put all my eggs in that basket just yet. I actually think Ruben Bain is going to be a beast no matter where he goes. Like, I think the arm thing is overblown. The guy has a crazy motor, and he's just, the tape just shows it. Like, it doesn't matter who he's playing, he's going to have an impact. So, like, I think he's going to be a good player. I also like the guy Broski brought up, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Like, that he's a do-it-all. I think he's going to be really good. And yeah, I think Mansour Delane too. I think he's going to, no matter what, he's going to hit no matter where he goes.
Mansour Delane in this draft is kind of like it, not Sauce Garner, because he was a 1-year wonder, if you think about it, but more like Quinyon Mitchell, who's had 2 straight years of playing well.
Yep. And he played against good comp, not only in practice, but, just live games. So, yeah, I think that dude's super legit.
Was he like 15, Robbie? Fucking 4.29 in high school.
Yeah, so Yinzer brought up a player, Sonny Styles. Like, yeah. I mean, honestly, I could see him falling, because it's one of those things where it's like, he's got all the measurables. He's a freak athlete. He's 6'5", 245. Like, he's fast, all this. But if you watch his tape, like, to me, he has one position in the NFL, middle linebacker, right? Like, he's not an outside linebacker. He's not an edge. He's a middle linebacker. And I just don't see the middle linebacker instincts with him. Like, I don't see him going downhill and blowing stuff up. I think he hesitates. I don't know, man. Like, he might turn out to be good, but I could see him falling. I could see him falling in the draft.
Do you know who he is in this draft for me? All the same measurables, all the same things, and kind of a position player. Isaiah Simmons.
Huh? Yeah. I was going to call him Tremaine Edmonds.
Coming out of college was highly touted too. Like, everybody was hyping that dude, and he's had a very mediocre career.
Well, guys, I'm going to hop off because it is 4:20, and I need to have a smoke before my show. Tune in in 20 minutes when I go live.
All right, we'll see you, buddy.
Yep.
Later, JB. There are also big questions about Arvell Reese too. Like, I mean, he in the beginning of the whole draft process, he was getting really hyped as a pass rusher, but I don't know, man. Like,
I'm with you, Joe.
He's more of an outside linebacker than a hand on the ground, defensive end. And are you really going to spend like a number 2 or a number 3 overall pick on an outside linebacker?
Well, yeah, like, for the record, I'm out on the 2 kids, the 2 cornerbacks from Tennessee and the 2 linebackers from Ohio State. Like, to me, they have not shown me enough on film that translates to the NFL to make them locks. I think someone will roll the dice on Reese before Sonny Styles just because he's a pass rusher. But I'm not locking any of those 4 guys in as a definite. You know what I mean?
What about Ruben Bain? What do you think of Ruben Bain?
I'm up in the air with him too. Simple reason, like the lack of bend, and just lack of like agility. I think he's more like a power guy. Which I'm not saying he won't be good in the NFL. I'm just saying, like, I don't think he's going to be like a pass rush specialist type of guy. Like, yeah, he's going to be more like, that solid, like, edge setter, who, he still might get like 8 to 10 sacks, which is great, but I don't think he's going to be like necessarily like that Pro Bowl talent or all pro talent kind of guy.
See, to me, when I watch his film, I see like a Max Crosby kind of, like, except maybe a little bit less bend. Like, Max has a little more bend, but Max isn't the most agile guy in the world, But I see the motor and his pursuit, and I think he's relentless, dude. He never quits on a play.
That's what I like about him. Like, I think he's powerful, and I think he does have the motor. And like I said, I don't think he's going to be a bust. Like, whoever drafts him, I think you at least got a very solid starting defensive end. So I'm not saying he's going to be a bust by any means. I think he's a lot less risky. He's a lot less risky than Arvell Reese. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're just not sure that he's going to be a superstar pass rusher.
Yeah, not sure the ceiling's there, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but a lot of times these guys just need to get it in there with other guys on the line, that'll make them better. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on where he goes, if he has solid DT play or another, imagine if he went to the Browns, right? If the Browns draft him at 6 and now he gets to go learn under Myles Garrett, like,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a nasty bookend fucking DN situation for the Browns, dude.
And just look at it in Miami. They had 2 nasty DNs, so they both kind of helped each other out in that regard too. Messidor and Bain.
I agree. I actually think Messidor is going to benefit from having played with Ruben Bain. Like, I think his draft stock, like, he got sort of inflated draft stock because of having Bain on the other side opened him up quite a bit. Like, but I do think he's a good player. I don't know if he's a first round worthy talent. Like, I think he's pretty good. but I don't view him as in the same category as Bane, like in the same tier though. But still a good player. But I definitely think he, like I said, I think his draft stock got a little bit inflated because he was playing next to Bane. It inflated his numbers a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, hey, what's not to say it wasn't the other way around? Maybe Messidor is more bendy and more of a natural pass rusher. Maybe that helped Bane. I'm not saying that's necessarily the case. If I had to take one, I'm definitely taking Bane. But, you know, it's food for thought.
You raise a good point. Yeah. I mean, when you have two good pass rushers, it's like they kind of both benefit from each other, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a little lower on Messidor than I should be.
Stop hating, Joe.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's right. So, Joe, is it a lock you guys are taking Mendoza, or are you guys going to do like some blockbuster trade and get like fucking 4 picks and fucking...
If they do a blockbuster trade and they trade Mendoza away, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, because that means you're rolling with Kirko, right? Kirko Chains is your quarterback.
Kirko and no backup plan. Like,
all right. So
you're taking
Mendoza.
You have to, man. I don't really think that there's a trade out there that could make you not take Mendoza. I mean, everybody has a price. I'm not John Spytek, so if someone offered something absolutely nuts, maybe he would take it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, the situation's already set for Mendoza. I mean, they went out and got Cousins to be, the 1 year, stopgap mentor kind of role, bridge quarterback, whatever you want to call it.
They went and signed Linderbaum to a market-setting contract.
Raiders actually appear like they're trying to build it the right way. I like the hire of Kubiak. So yeah, man. I think all that spells, we're definitely drafting Mendoza.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you look at the moves that they've made, it says they're trying to do everything they can to make sure Mendoza is comfortable the minute he gets in Vegas. So for them to trade that pick, it would mean all that stuff that you did was essentially, I mean, not for nothing, because Linderbaum is going to help you either way, but it just kind of undoes all the preparation that you've done to try to make the transition for Mendoza easy,
Oh, for sure. I was just curious if there was a rumor of because even when the Bears were taking Caleb #1, there was all kinds of because the Bears had 2 picks in the top 10, right? They had the 10 and the 1. So, I mean, they could have easily traded the first round pick and got a whole bunch, but, it's always that question.
I think this is kind of similar, though, from a perspective, like the Bears, like everyone who wasn't camping out of Justin Fields' ass realized that Caleb was going to be the pick. Like everyone, like for months in advance, like it's like, dude, that's the pick. Like, but I think it's the same with Mendoza. I really do. I think they knew about Mendoza being the pick as soon as during the college football playoffs. I think they knew Mendoza was going to be the pick, honestly. So
yeah, and if not, especially like that national championship game, that had to have cemented it, dude. Like the way he ran that touchdown in and at the end and put his body at risk. Like that's the kind of guy you want playing quarterback for you.
Absolutely, man. I think, I'm wishing them well, man. And one thing I will say too, man, I think the league, and this hasn't happened in so long, but like, dude, having the Raiders and the Bears both be like solid teams at the same time, I think it's going to do wonders for the league because those are two of the older, more dedicated, loyal fan bases out there.
That's blasphemy, broski.
Hey, I always call the Raiders the Bears of the AFC. I really do, man. There's a lot
I know you do.
There's a lot of parallels there. But except the Bears draft good linebackers and the Raiders don't seem to. But there was, I've heard like pundits from all kinds of pundits and other fans from other teams say the NFL is better when the Raiders are good.
I mean, bro,
you got to have the villain, right? You got to have the team that you hate. Like, you got to have the team. It's good when you have a team that you hate that's really good. For me, that's like I think it's the Baltimore Ravens. Like for a lot of teams, you know, like they're that physical kind of nasty team that's always pretty good, and you know,
they kind of laid an egg though last year. I mean,
well. But everybody has a down year, man. But I mean, if you look at their consistency over the last 20, 25 years, like
the teams that win the Super Bowl a lot, like the Chiefs, those guys were the bad guys. I mean, everybody had a target. The Chiefs just fell off them.
God, I can't stand the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, the Patriots.
They all fell off, bro. And then now look, last year they, some guys. Well, the Patriots came back last year, kind of.
Well, do the Patriots suffer the Super Bowl hangover?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, right. I don't know, because their division's not that rough and tough. Yeah, they have the Bills. Yes, they have the Bills, but the other two teams are like non-existent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's how bad they are.
Yeah, I was going to say Miami's completely fucking dismantled the whole team. Besides,
they're non-factor. The Jets
are non-factor.
Jets non-factor.
I was going to say the Jets are the Jets. Come on.
Yeah, they're non-factor.
They get a bye week. That's a bye week for most teams. That's a bye week for most teams. Miami.
They're starting Geno Smith at quarterback on a team with.
That should tell you everything you need to know right there.
Yeah.
Blame it on Geno.
Hold on. With Geno being back in New York, who wants to take bets that he gets his jaw broke again?
I'm just, hey Joe, when you guys picked him up or traded for him, how did you acquire him last year?
By a trade for a third-round pick,
and you was good with it. I remember asking you. You was good with that trade.
Yeah, because he was coming off 2 good years decent years in Seattle. I thought, like he's better than. Honestly, I even said this. I said he's better than what we have on the roster right now, and I was completely wrong. Like, I was totally wrong. Dude, by about the 5th game, I was like, "Can we get Aiden O'Connell out there, dude? Like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Like, even Aiden O'Connell couldn't play that bad."
Yeah,
Geno, I don't know what happened to Geno last year. Like, he just. For whatever reason, he just kept throwing the ball to the other team, man.
Well, maybe he found out, or he's finding out that he needs contacts or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It was ugly. It really dragged our whole offense down. Like, because every time we would start to get something going, it was like you could time you could set your watch to it, dude. It's like, oh, we got a first down. Here comes Geno's interception. Bam, there it is.
Let me ask you guys a draft question. So we'll start with Joe. What do you think about Texas Tech linebacker? Was it Jacob Rodriguez? Do you think he'll be good in the NFL?
I haven't seen enough of him to make a decision, but Texas Tech was a really good all-around team last year. So I mean, they had studs everywhere. So it wouldn't surprise me if he turns out to be a good player. Like they got where they got for a reason, it wasn't just coaching. Like they had talent all over. Although they did get whooped in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, they did. They finally played a real. Yeah.
He's like a 2nd round, 3rd round talent. I feel like he could be decent, but nothing too mind blowing. You know what I mean? Like he'll be solid. I think.
Like starter outside line, like starting linebacker. Quality type of guy, but maybe not a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, not a Jack Campbell type, or
Yeah, don't ask me, bro. I don't fucking watch that.
I was like Rob and Ken. You guys started early today, apparently. So I'm gonna let you guys.
I like that dude from Texas, man. Hill. Is it CJ Hill or?
I think it's Anthony Hill. Jr.
Anthony Hill Jr.
Anthony, it's an Anthony.
Yeah, I think he could be really good. And I think that dude from Cincinnati, Jake Goldeye. I don't know how you say his name. The only thing that worries me is that he plays for Cincinnati, and traditionally, there haven't been too many Cincinnati players that have done well at the next level.
Hey, since I got 3 college guys here, what do we got for kickers in this year's draft? Since you don't
give a fuck. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to kickers, bro.
haven't got into it that much, but I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't know if there's really even a true stud. I haven't.
Eric, since we need a kicker, you fucking should know. Come on, man.
I haven't looked at the kickers.
Oh, come the fuck on!
Come the fuck on!
I haven't.
We got ass for kickers. We got ass, bro.
So, hey, who do you guys think is going to be the best receiver in this class? Because it's kind of a weak class. Like there's question marks with all of the receivers, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, there is.
Like the consensus, everybody kind of looks at Carnell Tate as being the likely first one off the board, but isn't he just like strictly a slot? Like he's not big enough to play outside, and like I don't know. And then you have Lemon from USC, right? Like he seems to be able to do quite a bit, but his combine interviews have people looking at him like he's some kind of fucking weirdo. But,
yeah, he kind of seems like that. And then that kid from Arizona State just like can't stay on the field ever. So it's like
Jordan Tyson.
You know, I think the kid from Texas A&M will be a good slot receiver, slash like returner. But to me, he's like if you need a slot receiver and he's there in the second round, you take him. To me, he's even in this draft. I don't think he's like a first round talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who was the guy that got arrested yesterday? There was a college prospect.
Lemon might be the most overall talented guy, maybe, at receiver. Like, but I don't know. I personally, I wouldn't hitch my cart to any of these guys. Like, I think you can get receiver talent in the third round that's going to still be pretty good. I'm hoping that the Raiders draft Jacoby Lane from USC because they need a red zone threat. He's 6'4". He was projected. They thought he was going to run like a mid 4.5 40, but he actually ran 4.47 at the combine.
Well,
and he's got a crazy catch radius.
I hear you with that. And a guy I was going to throw out there too. You know, as far as an outside receiver, the kid from Ole Miss, Dejon Stribling, he's like 6'2", 207, ran like a 4.35, had good college production, and not only can he fly down the field, like he's got good run after the catch and stuff. Like I think Dejon Stribling, it's one of those things where like, I feel the same with the cornerbacks. Like, dude, you might be getting a guy in the third round that's every bit as good as the guy who got drafted in the first round this year. So Dejon Stribling's kind of like I would say him in that you know, as far as a sleeper, I like him. As far as one of the top guys.
And Surratt, I think Surratt, no matter where he goes, he's going to be a good chain mover, dude. Elijah Surratt from Indiana. I kind of hope the Raiders pick him up just for continuity with Mendoza, but I feel like he might be gone by 67. But there's another lock for me, like in the fourth round is probably where he'll get drafted. But I think Bud Clark, the safety from TCU, is going to be a great player.
Look at John's lock. That's John's lock. We're not drafting a wide receiver in the round.
Boston at 52. Boston have some concerns as well, like separation?
Rob, I have unfortunately learned that John Dorn is right when it comes to draft picks like this.
Stop it.
Yeah. What's the one position that we didn't want in the first round a couple of years ago?
Oh, I know it's the O-line. He got that one right. I know.
Oh yeah. What's the one position we don't need? We have needs otherwhere.
I mean, I don't think we need it. We don't have a need at wide receiver yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we'll end up getting that.
I would disagree with that. I think you're pinning your hopes to Golden then.
Yep.
Like
him and Watson.
Watson, Reed, and Golden. That's going to be the three. Watch.
Reed, I'm actually kind of iffy on. Yeah, he had a great year for us a couple years ago, but look at all the drops he's had.
Bro,
that's my issue.
Look, this is his third year. If he doesn't get it together, he had an injured year last year. I mean, he was mostly injured. And you're right, the drops were an issue. They've been an issue for Watson. They also been an issue for, I don't know, Golden not yet, but although Golden did drop one he did have a crucial drop too. I mean, there's not one Packer wide receiver that didn't have a crucial drop during the season last year. So, I mean,
on that note, we got to call it. We want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys for commenting. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see y'all tomorrow.